Hey, gang, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, R.S. Lewis, aka the Insomniac Writer, and today I have another trailer reaction. I am here looking at The Life of Chuck, Stephen King, and Loki.
I'm not doing this with you.
Anyway, guys, I'm looking forward to this. I was going to do a video game trailer that popped in that someone suggested, but I can't find it. I saved it in my watch later because that's what I do, and whatever. Anyway, this is what we're looking at. So get your chips, dips, and all that other good stuff. I got water because I got to stay hydrated in these streets. And without further ado, let's get to it.
Is large and it contains multitudes, but it also contains me.
So that was The Life of Chuck, and oh man, it looks interesting. It's a Stephen King novel by the same name. And for those of you that don't know, I mean, you saw it in the trailer, obviously, but for those of you that don't know, even though Stephen King is like heralded as the master of horror or everyone's go-to horror author, I know he was mine, he's done other books that weren't just horror, just like Wes Craven has done movies that weren't horror, They have their niche, and horror has always been his, but also we have Shawshank Redemption and stuff like that. Stand By Me, which was amazing. I saw that when I was little. I had River Phoenix and so many people that I remember from back then. It was a really good movie. I mean, I think I have it on VHS. I know for a fact I have it on VHS.
Damn!
But anyway, moving along before I get tied up. Looks like Mike Flanagan is going to be directing this, and so far he's batting 100 in my eyes. Mike Flanagan and Stephen King, he's done like Dr. Sleep, and that was probably one of my favorite. Gerald's Game, man, listen, he is knocking these Stephen King adaptations out of the water. So I guess this might be his third one. Yeah, because the other ones were not directly Stephen King adaptations, but that he's done, like Fall of the House of Usher. Oh, I love that. That was just amazing. He did, I think one of my first movies of his that I saw was the Origin prequel. I was like, yo, how you make a prequel better than the original? His wife, who kind of reminds me of Angelina Jolie, I'm like, yo, you just be torturing the hell out of your wife in these movies. Watch the movie Hush and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Emotional damage!
I be wondering, like, you be wanting to ask, are you okay? Like, blink if you are okay, because, yo, he be traumatizing the hell out of his wife. Anyway, I'm going to jump into this class. We have Tom Hiddleston, a.k.a. Loki. I know I was joking when I said it has Loki in it. I know if I watch this video, I'm going to be editing this video around my cat, and he's going to be looking like, who, me? Like, every time he hears his name, like, bro, I'm not talking about you. There are other Lokis that, you are named after a Loki. Moving on, we have Karen Gillan. Also, a Marvel alum, just like Tom Hiddleston. She played in Guardians of the Galaxy. I felt bad all that makeup she had to wear, but she did the thing as Nebula. I liked it, even though they took Nebula's character in a different direction in the film. Hey, can't even be mad at it. So yeah, but she's gonna be playing Felicia Gordon. We have Harvey Guillen. Oh my God, Guillermo. I love him. He's just a joyous person on screen. We have Chiwetel Ejiofor. Like, oh my God, this man. He's also Marvel alum. Dang.
I think that.
You know what? It's not even fair to be surprised if someone's in a Marvel iteration. Like, come on. That's like saying, oh, they were in Supernatural. Everybody's been on Supernatural.
She's got a point.
Everybody that you know has either been in a Marvel movie or they were on Supernatural, if not both. So, yeah, he was a 12 Years a Slave. Serenity, yeah, he was in that. He was in the Doctor Strange films. He was in Venom as well. And he's going to be in Bridget Jones. But, yeah, obviously he's an amazing actor. I think he got some award. He got an Oscar. He got at least one. If he don't, the Academy is rigged.
How dare you?
Moving on, we have Mia Sarah. She's going to be playing Sarah Krantz. I've seen her and said, wasn't she? She was in Tom Cop. Oh my God, I ain't seen that in forever. She was in Birds of Prey.
I never knew.
She was in Birds of Prey. Wait a minute. She was in the OG one? Holy schmiggity. Witches of Oz. I'm sorry. She was in Nightmares and Dreamscapes. It was a little miniseries that came on about 20 years ago. So she's been acting, obviously, for a while. Because Birds of Prey was on TV in the early 2000s. And it was good. It was on, I think it was either Fox or WB, one of them. But it was about Batman and Catwoman's daughter running around. She was just, yeah. It was all right. Okay, it's early 2000s comic book adaptations was just a whole thing.
Calm down, calm down.
He had to be there. Moving on, we have Michael Trucco. I think that's how you say his name. He was just in something that I saw. He was in Hush, but he was in something, and I was like, I don't like you. I can't remember what it was. Was it Midnight? He was in Midnight Mass. She's been in a lot of things. One thing about Mike Flanagan, my man is like, yo, you work for me and you do right, you always gonna have a job. He was in Beverly Hills 90210. Okay. He kind of favors Josh Brolin when he was young. Not that Josh Brolin is that old, but he does favor him. Moving on, we have Jacob Tremblay, who is going to be playing a young version of Chuck. Fun fact, he was the kid that traumatized me in Dr. Sleep and some other movies. Like he's like one of those kids. I guess he's okay with acting in horror movies and traumatize people. Watch Dr. Sleep. The scene with him. That scene traumatized his castmates. Man, they had to go to the church and reflect after that scene because it was a bit much. Like I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was coming, but it was a lot. Moving on, we have David Dastmalchian. And he's DC and MCU alum. And he's been in a lot of stuff. I don't know if he's gotten any awards for Late Night with the Devil, but he should have. He was in the Dune movie. He was in Oppenheimer, Suicide Squad. He's just a lot. A lot. And he was in that Boogeyman movie that came out a couple years ago. That wasn't too bad. I think it came out like a year or two ago. I just watched that not that long ago. And he was in The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which I swear needs to get more love. Why would y'all release that movie during a strike? All right, I'm going to move on before I get myself upset. We got Samantha Sloyan again, another somebody that Mike Flanagan was like, you need a job? You free or not? Like, I swear, he's just be like, yeah. She was in that Midnight Mass movie. That movie was good. Well, it was a series, not a movie, but it was good. My favorite guy, one of my favorite actors is Matthew Lillard. He's playing Gus. Oh my gosh. They're bringing him back for Scream 7. I don't know how. I hope they don't do the Billy Loomis thing. But yeah, because I kept saying, is he dead? Is he not? He did not survive that. I mean, listen, they may have not have electrocuted him. Them TVs back in the day was heavy. Like, they may have not crushed his head, but they was heavy. You not getting that smashed on your face. Now, I don't know. He had his hands up. I don't know. But anyway, moving on. Carl Lumbly is playing Sam. He's also been in a bunch of Mike Flanagan stuff. I'm just going to say 90% of his cast has been in something that Mike Flanagan was in that he's made. But this man is a great actor. He was just in the Captain America movie that just came out. He was in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. He was in Supergirl. He was in Dr. Sleep. And every role that he is in, he slays it. He was the reason why I stayed connected with the Supergirl series, because he played Martian Manhunter's dad. And I said the last time I did a cast rundown with the last thing he was in. That right there, that season with him, just it. I was like, I was crying. Like, I never cried on a show like I did that episode.
Lord have mercy.
Moving on, Raul Coley. I'm going to just try to name the stuff that wasn't a Mike Flanagan thing that the most of these people were in. But he was in that zombie show that I loved. He was the coroner. Yeah, the iZombie. He played Ravi. That was a good show. It was good while it lasted. Moving on, we have Annalise Basso. She was in that movie with the mirror. Oculus. Moving on, remember I said Kate Siegel. That's her name. She reminds me of Angelina Jolie a little bit. They kind of favor just a bit. We have Lauren Lavera of Terrifier fame. Because go ahead, you see, when you have a dream and you follow it. Now look at that. Who knew that she was planning a sequel to a low-budget ass horror movie? Now look at her. She's in a Mike Flanagan movie based off of a Stephen King book. If anybody tells you dreams can't come true and things can't happen, F them and keep trying anyway. But this looks amazing. It's probably going to have something that devastates me. It was at the Toronto Film Festival, and so far I've seen a lot of good reviews about this. I love Mike Flanagan films, obviously, and I love Stephen King. Also, obviously, I'm going back up to Maine. I'm not going to do the Stephen King thing again. I'm just going to go. It's so beautiful. That's where I'm retiring to. So I'm retiring in a few years. I'm getting old. 50 is around the corner. I know I may not look like it, but it is. Bangor, Maine just is chill. Like, it's just, I've been there. It's quiet, it's peaceful. It's not too quiet, and it's not too far off the grid where if some shit happen, I can't find a neighbor to help me out. So I like quiet, because even though I'm from the city, but yeah. Anyway, y'all don't give a shit.
I couldn't care less about your life.
Looks like we got a release date of June 6, 2025 here in the U.S. It's going to be released by Neon, which is like, I guess it's the other version of A24. I'm seeing a lot of movies getting released at film festivals and then getting international release. So that is awesome. I'm wishing them all success, because it seems like a lot of the Mike Flanagan stuff has been going to Netflix. But I'm glad this is not. I'm glad we're getting a theatrical thing. It has an 85% score on Rotten Tomatoes. But I don't always go by that, because Rotten Tomatoes has rated some stuff at like 30%. And the shit was not bad. It was great. And then they got some stuff that has like a 90% and it was ass.
Know your fucking place, trash.
So I don't go by other people's opinions. Everybody likes what they like and they're entitled to that. So with that being said, what did you think of the teaser for The Life of Chuck? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you going to go watch it? Leave your comments down below, because where is she going to leave them? And before you go, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified of other videos and stuff. And that's about it. I'm about to get out of here. I got a lot of shit that I told myself I was going to be yapping for 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. When y'all get the video, I'll be having to edit it down. I'm like, all right, let me get at least down under 14, 15 minutes. But it'd be over 20 minutes of footage. So, yeah.
I'm fine.
Because I just can't shut up. But I'm going to do that right now. So, be awesome, be you, but above all else, love yourself. And I'm out.